Hello, Bruce here. Hey, Bel and I just started using a teleprompter last week, and works great. We love it. It's called Prompt Smart, the app that we've been using, and we've been dabbled with it for a while before we used it for the first time, and it seemed to go pretty good, but we ended up having to run it with an iPad beside the camera that we're using, and we decided we were going to look into a teleprompting screen that we could actually shoot our camera through. So we're looking directly into the camera as we're reading, and upon a little bit of research realized we could build one of these things on our own. So we're just going to kind of show you how we did it. You're kind of utilizing the same technology. It may be a nice workaround for you, and so anyway, hopefully you enjoy. I'm going to turn the camera around here. So we started out with kind of drawing out a plan and conceptualizing it a little bit. So what you have here is a side view, and so there's a box basically that we're making. There's my ugly little drawing of the smooth gimbal that we use with the camera mounted to the top. And then right here is the iPad laying in front of the box, and here's a piece of glass. So the red markings are to represent the camera shooting video through the glass. Then if you can see where the iPad, it shows it sending its own reflection up, bouncing off from the glass. So in essence, if you're sitting across from that, you can read pretty smoothly the teleprompter motion down the glass while shooting your video through it. So you're looking at your camera instead of beside it. This is a top-down view. So from the top plate will be larger. You can see the glass comes in at a lower angle. But then I'm going to actually cut a groove in ours that allows us to slide our camera and tripod inside of there. And then we can reach up underneath and still manipulate the controls to make those fine-tune adjustments with the camera in there. So we carried that on and traced this out onto the wood that we're going to use. So here's the top piece. It's 17 3/8 by 14 3/8. It just happens to be the size of the glass that we're using. Here's a bottom piece that we're going to use. This is just 10 inches down here. Here's the section that we're going to cut out, so our tripod can easily slide in there and we can reach underneath and make the little adjustments, because it's basically going to be a box sitting on some legs with just enough room to get your hand underneath, so maybe 3-4 inches underneath the box. And then these are both of the side pieces right here. So you can see there's the angle. So the camera would slide in from the back, and then the glass would be running here at this angle. So the top would be sticking out further towards you. Yeah, it should work beautifully. The test runs with the glass and just balancing the camera, or balancing the iPad underneath it worked beautifully. We actually repurposed some glass from an entertainment center. It has just a little bit of cloudiness to it, so it picks up the lettering beautifully and the text for the teleprompter, and the camera should be able to shoot right through it nicely. So that's all you'll ever see, shooting through the glass. But when I'm on the other side of the glass, I'll be able to see the text for anything that I actually want to teleprompt. Now, typically I wouldn't suggest trying to script an entire presentation. It's just very impersonal, but there's just times where you have certain information that you want to convey, or maybe you want to end a presentation a certain way. It's so easy, as anyone who's watched enough of my videos, to see how I can just prattle on and trail off and then end abruptly. So you can be a little bit more eloquent with your entries and exits in videos. But anyway, we will capture a little more video here and show you the next step. We're going to get this all cut up and screw together. This works very, very well. Not bad for I think I made it was the 3 pieces of wood that were $6 a piece. Yeah, got about 20 bucks in this. The glass did come from an old entertainment center that that I repurposed it. I saved the glass doors for some odd reason. I'm kind of pack ready that way. Thought maybe I could use them one day. Never imagined it would be this. But got the teleprompter all set up to go, so I'm just going to read from the prompter a little bit, and you can kind of see how it'll show up on the screen in front of me, because the camera will be inside of there, so no one should be aware, literally, other than maybe seeing a little bit of eye movement, that certain portions of the message that we're delivering is actually scripted, so as to not miss any important details or get off task or topic. But without further ado, a little bit of reading. Sunrise will be, oh wait, we should start it. So we'll hit play. Now, and I can talk, and it shouldn't really move if until we start reading from the script. It's pretty intuitive that way. But if it ever does move on you, it's just one little scroll back to where you need to be, which is pretty easy to spot. And it'll pick up where you're reading, so it will realign itself if it does get squirrely on you ever. But we've had good luck so far. But sunrise will be at 6:46 this morning, and sunset will be at 4:33, leaving us 9 hours and 47 minutes of daylight to enjoy today. Local birthday shout out: Celestina Cardenas Orano, Madeline Gutenberg, Connie Syke Cotswitz, Jamie Fisher, Justin Tome, Danny Meng, Michelle Kearney, Angie Polster, John Hubbard. Celebrity birthdays: he has 17 Primetime Emmy Awards, the most for any male actor. He is a big screen and TV legend who got his start playing the role as Lou Grant on the Mary Tyler Moore Show years ago. Ed Asner turns 89 today. He has served as the president of the Screen Actors Guild and is still popping up in movies such as Elf, The Games Maker, and Up. He truly is a legend in his field. Okay, well, you guys can see basically how well this is working. Ooh, yeah, and so don't go out and spend hundreds and hundreds on a box. So we're gonna stain the outside of this, so it just has a little bit more appealing look to it. I'm gonna paint the inside black, and then hang a nice black curtain on the back, just to make sure we don't get any intrusion of light or anything that would make it harder to read the text on the glass, or interfere with the video camera that would be shooting video on this side. But we've left it so we can reach our hand underneath there and make manipulations on the gimbal if need be, just for ease of use. But anyway, we will probably do one last follow-up to this once we've got it completely finished, but not a bad start. And you see how important having that sheet in the back is. You can hardly read any of that text, so that's where having the whole inside of it black and having a curtain along the back is just going to do wonders. You could do a curtain, you could even do a solid door if you wanted. Horse a piece on that.